This is part 2 of my accessory video. I had forgotten about 5 or 6 items on my first accessory video, so I'm going to finish it off today. First thing I want to show you is my Fender Extender. This is made by the company called Fender Extender, F-E-N-D-A, E-X-T-E-N-D-A, and they manufacture a plastic, I think it's ABS, extension that goes on the fender. It extends down about almost 4 inches, and it will protect the lower cowling and the under hood or the under engine sump area from splashing up. As you can see, here's the bottom of the cowling, and the Fender extends down even lower, so it's going to keep water and mud and anything on the road off the front of the cowling, making it easier to keep the bike clean. Fender Extender recommends that the bottom of the Honda fender be drilled out and attached to this with plastic rivets, which they supply. I didn't want to do that. I ended up just using ABS cement to glue on the Fender Extender. That's a little bit of a scratch on there, going to fix that. And it's a very secure mount. I've used it quite a bit already and never had an issue yet. So that's what it looks like, and it adds, like I said, about a good 4 inches to the length, and it doesn't interfere with the tire. And from the other side, let's see what it looks like. Next up, I've got my GPS mount. Got it mounted on both sides. It's a ram ball, and it mounts with 2 screws. There's a clip that comes off the mount for the, either in this case, the front brake reservoir, or on the left side the clutch reservoir, and these 2 screws just screw in where the reservoirs were clamped onto the handlebars. And it's got this was a B size 1-inch ball. And over here you can see I've got my, I think it's a 6-inch extension, and then it attaches to a cradle which holds my Garmin GPS. This isn't a Zumo, it's not a motorcycle specific GPS, just my car GPS that I very rarely use on the motorcycle unless I'm going somewhere where I really need it. And that nicely mounts out of the wind. And for power, I have my my DC power inside. I've added you see it in here, the power port down inside that connects to the Honda factory harness. Okay, next I have, I'll get to the Thermos in a second. Over here I've got a pigtail, and this attaches to my battery. It's for my C-Tech battery maintainer, and it's wired or connected direct to the battery, and it's on quite a long pigtail. So what I did is I attached Velcro to the top of the pigtail with some hot glue, and then you can't see it, but the other piece of Velcro is glued onto the top of the plastic, and that way I can leave it. It's accessible and it doesn't fall back inside the engine or the covered area when I'm running the bike. It's just sitting there and it's firmly attached, but I can just pull it off at any time. Moving around to the back, I have put in my tail bag. It's a small, fairly small tail bag. It's made by Wolf. It's called a Wolf tail. It looks small, but it actually will hold a helmet, and it's expandable. It's got a system of zippers. The first set of zippers down here allows the bag to be extended up, so you can see in the down position it loses about, I don't know, 3-4 inches, and then in the up position it can become quite tall. Looking it up, or opening it up and looking inside, and it's got more storage inside, a zippered pocket on the front, and The bungees that hold it in are anchored inside with kind of an elastic material, and there's knots in there so they can't come all the way through. And the mounting system consists of 4 loops, and they've got this long elastic material, and I've got it wrapped around my luggage rack, and it's very secure and yet easy to take off at the same time. So that's the Wolf tail bag, very handy. Next, I've got my tethered gas cap. We'll open up the gas cap cover. And I bought this little gas cap tether. It's made up of 2 screws and some very thin aircraft cable. A little hole is drilled in the Honda gas cap, and Honda even anticipated this. They put a little dimple in there, kind of like a pilot hole to drill, and that allows you to drill. And you don't tighten this screw down all the way, you leave some slack in there so it can rotate, and then the other end is tightened onto the hinge, and you can rotate the cap on and off without, of course, winding around the aircraft cable. That's the idea of leaving it loose on here. This is, I think it was $1.95, made by Electrical Connection, so pretty handy. Leave that in there. And let's see what else we've got. I guess the last thing is my Thermos. It's not really a bike accessory, it's just something I picked up that fits nicely in the Kuryakin cubby. It's a nice tight fit. It's a standard size water bottle type, but it is a thermos, so it's insulated. And the really nice thing about this is it's one-handed operation. So if I wanted to drink while I'm driving, I just use my left hand, flip down the locking ring, press on the button, up pops the drink lid, and then I can just drink while I'm driving with one hand. And to close it up, presses down, locking ring, and that's it. Kind of a black gray color, so it kind of matches the bike, and yet because it's an insulated thermos, water or whatever you have in there will either stay cold or hot depending on your choice of beverage for a long time. It works really well. I think I got this at Walmart. No number on it, just called a 12-hour thermos. It works really well, so I was happy with that. The model, oh, here's a model number for you. Made in China. It's a 072312313R. Made in China, of course. So that's it. Those are some of the things I forgot to add last time. So if you're looking to accessorize and add a few things, please contact me if you want model numbers or any information about some of the stuff I've installed. And you can get to me through the Honda F6B forum or through the YouTube video. Just leave a message there and I get emailed. Anyway, safe riding and enjoy your F6B.